ti elevate. Ori mi kò lè hibernate. Àwọn bá.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Two Brothers on YouTube. I'm one brother.
And I'm the second brother. Welcome, everybody. Nice to have you with us. Mr. Phil, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Claire. Today, what we're going to be looking at is the third part 3 of Time as Your Superpower. Okay. And we're going to be giving you tips on what you can do immediately to start changing your life. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight into it now. Very first thing. From now on, make sure you don't go to bed without planning the next day. So tonight, before you go to bed, make sure you think about tomorrow. Okay, what do I want to achieve tomorrow? And write it down. Okay, visualize your day. What the kind of things that you want to achieve in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Okay. Number 2, make sure from now on you have a diary. Start planning ahead. I wish I could show you my diary, but my diary is in my phone.
I'm not
It's in my diary.
Yes.
It's in my phone, you know. I do not live without my diary, because my diary is already there. What I'm going to be doing next week, the week after, to the end of the month. As a matter of fact, if I'm honest with you, till next year is in my diary. Okay, but start with tonight. Never go into tomorrow without you planning it today, Mr. Claire.
Wow, that is a life of, a millionaire, a billionaire, a business owner, an entrepreneur, somebody that is leading people. You find out that all of a sudden, everybody that is wealthy has a secretary. What do you think that secretary does? If not managing their time and managing their meetings for them, So it is not, we all want money. Give me the money. I want the money. But there are things. There's a structure to everything. It works hand in hand, and it's managing your time, taking hold of your time, planning ahead, having your goals. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? How do you work backward from that place? So you see yourself as the CEO, you see yourself as a billionaire. Okay, let's work backwards. Then all of a sudden, you're not sitting there thinking, oh, what do I do tomorrow? What do I do tomorrow? No, you work backwards. You know exactly what you have to do tomorrow so that you don't miss the 3-year goal, so you don't miss the 5-year goal. So you're already synced up with your activities, for your time. Do you understand? So it's not like a game of chance. It's not like we just hope. There's no ambiguity to it. There's always a distinct focus, because you know what you're doing today. It's like a building blocks. You know what you're having to do today to get the results in 2 years' time, to get the results in 5 years' time. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
Wow. What you just said there is bang on. And you see, I just want to quickly deal with people that might say, yeah, but, things are hard, things don't work out, or you might be like me. Before I even go into that one, you might be like me. And like Mr. Claire. Mr. Claire said in one of the videos that whenever they say his dream, he will be like, my dream? That used to be an issue. And then when they say write it down, he'll be like, write it down. You know what I'm saying? Me, I didn't have issues with dream. I'll tell you what I had issues with. I had issues with goal. When people say, what's your goal? Honestly, that thing used to jar me up, man. I'm like, I used to hate it. Honestly, I hated that thing for years. goal. What's your goal? So you might be like me. They're like, don't ask me about my goal, man. 5-year goal, 2-year goal. Don't ask me about my goal. It's always like they're attacking me. Until someone day, and this is why it's very important to go to meetings, to have mentors, because you don't know, one day someone will just say something that resonates with you. And the person I was there, they were saying goal setting. Oh, when they say goal setting, I know that I'm going to have a terrible time. They said, today we're going to be talking about goal setting. I'm like, oh, okay, I will still write the notes. And the person in this day said the magic thing for me. What did the person say? The person said, all a goal is a dream with a date on it.
Yep.
I'm like, I can rock with that. Rock with that. That resonates with me. That, all these years. So what a goal is a dream with a date on it. Oh, I love goals now. Goal setting, I love goal setting now. Because it's my dream, I just put a date on it. Why not? Because I want it to happen, don't I? And that was the day. So first and foremost, so as Mr. Clay is saying, time as a superpower, your 5-year goal, work back. What do you need to do? 5 years, work back 2 years to now. So if you're going to hit the 5 years, what are you meant to be doing today? Little increments so that you can hit the 5-year goal. And like you said, then you're not leaving it to chance. Now, let me quickly talk about change. Now, this is a topic that is a video in itself, but let me treat it here a little bit because it goes into time as well. Look, we all want change. And the tendency is to believe that somebody else is the one affecting our life. That's why we're not moving on. Someone, some circumstance, NEPA, Nigerian government, Donald Trump, the Russians, ourselves.
People at my village. My village people.
Especially those people at the village that are flying. Those people that fly. But until, look, the day I realized that if I'm gonna ever have change, I have to take responsibility. You know the reason why? This is it. Because the time that I am saying it is someone else out there, is something apart from me, I can't change them. So that makes me a victim. Because I can't change what the Nigerian government is going to do. I can't change what the witch in the village is going to do. I can't change what anyone outside myself is going to do. But guess what? The only person I can change is me.
Yep.
So when I take responsibility and I say, okay, forget what everyone else are doing, what am I doing? You know why? Because I'm the only one that can change what I'm doing. And that's all that matters. Because now, I have two options. Either I am a victim or I am responsible. What's it gonna be? If I'm a victim, then everything in the world will dictate my life. But if I'm responsible, then I take charge of my life. Now, what does responsible mean? It means responsibility.
Yes.
Responsible. Responsibility. Ability to respond. So whatever situation you find yourself, respond ability. Your ability to respond is the only thing that can take you out of there. What do you think, Mr. Clay?
Wow, it is your ability to respond, which means you are changing.
Yes.
you're growing.
Yes.
Because to make effective change in life, there are challenges that needs to be overcome. And your current person where you are right now, you might not have the skills or the ability to respond to that challenge. But as you grow, you begin to build it. And that change inside you, you become, they say like, when you're building a business, you don't just build a business, you build people.
Mm.
And then the people will build the business.
Mm.
So concentrate on building the people first.
Mm.
Most businesses, you see them, it's either they're building people or they are looking for the right people. Are already developed. People that have already developed themselves somewhere, and they're gonna now go and buy them and bring them into what they're doing so that they move forward. While they're still building, I'm looking at my football club, while they're still building some players, but then he will go and buy star players to bring him in because he knows that these people, they have a limit to how quickly they can develop with the time we want. So we need someone that's already ready-made, right? So you yourself, you are a company. You yourself, you are the one that developing yourself, so that you can be able to face the challenges you are seeing and see that, oh, it's not a challenge. It's actually an opportunity for me to make my million. So I'm actually excited. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
And that is what we're offering you here. We're offering you tools that you can practically use where you are. Notice we're not talking about money here. All these things that we've spoken about, superpower, has nothing to do with money. Those are things that you can get engaged in and start working right now. Okay, it's like there's a okay, let me know. I was gonna say something else, but look, start where you are. Start building from where you are. It's a very big mistake to say, oh, I will not do it until I have this. I cannot do until I have that. No, we've just shown you a superpower right here. Okay, if you master that, you start seeing your life change. Now, one big on probably the last superpower I'm going to show you is this. Did you know that just time, like Mr. Claire was saying earlier on, time is so powerful. Do you know that if you spend 1,000 hours on anything on earth, you will master that thing? That means that if you pick up a violin now and you spend 1,000 hours on that violin, you'll be a master violinist. If you pick a ball, basketball, and you spend 1,000 hours on that basketball, you become a master player. If you pick anything on earth, quick story about me, I touch type. All it was that I just read it in a book. I read it in a book. It said, anything you want to learn, just do it 15 minutes every day for 30 days and you learn how to do it. And I said, I want to know how to touch type. You know how people will be talking to you and they'll be like this. I want to learn how to do that. So I chose 1 month. I said, let me test this theory. After work, I do 15 minutes, just 15 minutes, not more. 30 days later, I started touch typing. I wanted to learn how to play the guitar. I taught myself how to play the guitar. 15 minutes every day for a month. Can you see what do you want to do in life? Just put it in the capsule of time. Over time, you can not only teach yourself, you can become a master at it. So when we say time is a superpower, we ain't kidding, Mr. Claire.
No. And, with those demonstration of 15 minutes every day, test it. Prove him wrong. Prove Mr. Phil wrong. Say, you know what, Mr. Phil, I did it for 30 days. You said do 15 minutes every day. I did it for 15 minutes every day. Prove him wrong. We can't wait. I can't wait to see your comments on this. This is actually a comment feedback that I'm asking for. Come back to us on this one. Prove it wrong. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
On that note, this is the final one. There are other things we'll talk about. Time again, it's just like money. It's a subject that we can do 100 episodes if we want, but we'll end it here. Okay. We hope we have shown you that time as your superpower is possible for you. Mr. Claire.
I'll leave you on this note. Most people are in Africa are saying, oh, they want to develop themselves. Nothing is working. The whole country is a mess. The whole continent is a mess. Do you know, just 15 minutes every day, you can learn a new language. You can learn Spanish. You can learn German. You can learn Portuguese. You can learn, and that opens up a whole new world to you without even spending a penny, because you probably have a smartphone. That means you can have some tutorials you can just dedicate 15 minutes every day to. You could be an interpreter that will be flying all over the world.
Oh, actually, you just reminded me a story I wanted to tell people.
Yes, Mr. Phil.
Many years ago, we're going to end, but look, this has to be said. Many years ago, and this guy, I will not say his name, but he knows who himself. I came to Nigeria. And he said, it is revolution. Blood has to flow. We have to kill so many people in government. Revolution. And I was in Nigeria then. This was many years ago. This was maybe 2011, something like that. And I said to the guy, do you know anything about revolution? He said, revolution. I'm like, wait. I can hear that you're repeating what you've heard from somebody. But have you actually read about revolution? Do you actually know what it means to shed people's blood at that level? Have you read about the Russian Revolution? Have you read about the French Revolution? He said, no. I said, okay. You don't need revolution, bro. You don't even know where revolution is. That stopped him in his tracks. I said, look, instead of you being frustrated with Nigeria, start looking, just as we're teaching you guys now, I started telling him about time, started telling him about money, I started telling him, I had to leave Nigeria. Before you know it, I heard that he got a job. No more revolution? Okay. Before you know it, he started, like Mr. Claire saying, started applying these principles that we're talking to you guys about to himself. He got a good job in Nigeria. No more revolution. He said, no more revolution. No. Okay. Before you knew it, he was in Dubai. I'm like, Mr. Man, is this same you? No more revolution. He started laughing. I'm like, okay. Before you knew it, Mr. Clay, I will tell you the name afterwards because I don't want to say his name here. He met us in Plasto.
Wow.
His job carried him to Plasto. This guy used to sleep on the floor in our flat in Nigeria. He used to sleep on the floor in our flat in Nigeria, basically had nowhere else to go. He went from revolution to no more revolution to sorry, I missed road then. So again, we're saying these principles we're saying have changed lives, you know, and they will continue to change life. Make sure you change your life. On that note, Mr. Kinley, talk us out.
Definitely. No, you know, there's nothing else I can add to that. You know, thank you, Mr. Phil, again. Once again, it's been wonderful, and I hope that you know, you don't just listen to it, but you apply what we're saying to your life. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, guys.
That's it from us, everybody. God bless.
All right.